Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we uncover the hidden stories in company filings. And today we have a report that's got more twists than a pretzel. So buckle up, because Aquaron Acquisition Corp is serving us a dish of financial drama. Let's dive right into what truly matters for Aquaron Acquisition Corp. As of March 31, 2025, they've filed their quarterly report, a standard procedure, but what's inside tells the story of a company in a precarious position trying to navigate the choppy waters of a business combination. We're looking at their unaudited, condensed financial statements, and the first thing that catches the eye is their cash balance. As of March 31st, 2025, they had a mere $290 in cash. Now that's tight, especially when you see their working capital deficit of over $3.4 million. This signals a tough road ahead for day-to-day operations. But here's where the real action is. They have investments held in a trust account totaling over $9.3 million. This money is essentially set aside, earmarked for their main goal, a business combination. However, the small amount of cash outside this trust account is a big signal about their immediate liquidity. On the other side of the balance sheet, their total liabilities are over $6.2 million. This includes various payables and significant promissory notes, some with related parties and entities like Hoocher and Bestpath. These notes highlight the ongoing financial support and commitments the company is relying on. Now let's talk about the common stock subject to possible redemption. This is over $9.3 million, essentially representing shares that public stockholders might want to cash out if certain conditions aren't met. This amount is directly linked to the investments in the trust account, showing how much of their investors' money is tied up and potentially redeemable. Looking at their operations for the 3 months ended March 31, 2025, Aquaron reported a net loss of nearly $383,000. This loss is primarily driven by general and administrative expenses, which are significantly higher than the same period last year, up from around $79,000 to $464,000. This jump in expenses, while the company hasn't generated operating revenue, is a key concern. Their accounts payable and accrued expenses also jumped dramatically from about $450,000 at the end of 2024 to over $855,000 by March 31, 2025. This indicates that their bills are piling up faster than they can pay them with their current cash on hand. The company's financial statements show a stark contrast between 2024 and 2025. In the first 3 months of 2024, they actually reported a net income of almost $99,000. Fast forward to 2025 and they've swung to a significant loss of $383,000. This is a massive financial deterioration in just 1 year, mainly due to that surge in general and administrative expenses. Then there's the related party transactions, specifically the promissory notes. They have notes to the sponsor, to Hoocher, and to Bestpath, totaling hundreds of thousands of dollars. These aren't just loans. In some cases, they have conversion rights into company stock, which can really mess with ownership stakes and future dilution if not managed carefully. A critical development here is their non-compliance with NASDAQ listing rules. Trading was suspended in March 2025. This is a serious red flag. It means they've been kicked off the main stock exchange and are now trading on the over-the-counter market, which is usually a sign of significant financial distress or regulatory issues. The report explicitly states there are substantial doubts about the company's ability to continue as a going concern if they can't complete their business combination by August 6, 2025. This is the stark truth. If they don't find a deal, they're heading for liquidation. And get this, they've recorded a significant excise tax liability related to redemptions. This is a 1% tax on share repurchases introduced by the Inflation Reduction Act. They owe over $630 are already adding up because they haven't paid it. This tax eats into their available cash, making that already tight liquidity situation even worse. Let's look at the per share data. For the 3 months ending March 31, 2025, the net loss per share for their non-redeemable common stock was a hefty $0.20. This is a pretty bad outcome, showing how much value was lost on a per share basis during this period, especially when compared to the $0.110 loss per share in the same period last year. And to top it all off, management has stated their disclosure controls and procedures were ineffective as of March 31, 2025. Specifically, they identified material weaknesses with internal controls over financial reporting, particularly concerning oversight of related party transactions. This lack of robust internal controls is a significant concern for investors Now, looking at these numbers more broadly, Aquaron Acquisition Corp is in a very difficult situation. Their main goal is to find a business combination, but with very little cash on hand and significant expenses, it seems like a race against time. The delisting from Nasdaq and the going concern warning letters are serious indicators that the company is struggling to meet basic operational and financial requirements. The increasing expenses don't align with their current revenue generating activities, which are basically non-existent. The reliance on promissory notes, especially with conversion options, could lead to substantial dilution for existing shareholders if a deal is struck. The unpaid excise tax further compounds their financial strain. We'll be keeping a close eye on Aquaron to see if they can pull off a miracle business combination before their August deadline. If they can't, the future looks bleak, with liquidation being the most likely outcome for public shareholders. Alright, that's our breakdown of Aquaron's latest filing. What's your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.